Well, a very good afternoon to you all from an overcast and quite breezy canal side here in Huddersfield, as we're going to get a glimpse of Huddersfield Town in this pre-season campaign for a very first time. Thank you for joining us here at HTTV, and welcome along to any Harrogate Town supporters who may be joining us for the afternoon. My name's Lou Reynolds and I will be keeping you company. These matches are always utilised for trying out new systems, fitness and giving new players a chance to bed in time for the Sky Bet Championship season that gets underway at Derby County on the 7th of August. I've been told to expect some experimentation from Carlos Corberán today. We've had 6 new faces arrive here at Canalside in the summer transfer window so far, all of which we should get a glimpse of today. Corberán names 3 of those new signings in his starting 11 for today's clash. Lee Nicholls in goal, with Ollie Turnton and Matty Pearson making their first starts in blue and white after arriving from Blackpool and Luton Town respectively. The full Town 11 is as follows: Lee Nicholls in goal. At the back, Harry Toffolo, Naby Sarr, Matty Pearson and Ollie Turnton. Jonathan Hogg and Lewis O'Brien in central midfield. Josh Koroma, Reece Brown, Dwayne Holmes and Fraser Campbell making up a front 4. As for Harrogate Town, well, they will be looking to build on their impressive maiden season in the Football League after finishing 17th in League 2 last season. Simon Weaver said that his players were relishing coming up against Championship opposition today, and that his players were chomping at the bit knowing they were coming up against Town. Their 11 is as follows: new signing Mark Oxley starts in goal. There's a trialist at right back, a centre back pairing of Rory McArdle, the former Bradford City defender, and Connor Hall. Another trialist features at left back with Simon Power and Josh Falkingham in the central of midfield. Alex Pattinson, another trialist, Aaron Martin and Danielle Orsey, the new signing from Maidenhead United, complete your 11. As the players are making their way out onto the pitch, Harrogate Town in their all-new black away strip and just putting themselves through the paces as they head out onto the field. No sign of Town just yet, but they will be along here shortly for this 1 o'clock kickoff. Live with you all the way through on YouTube on HTTV. A first chance to see what Carlos Corberán's been working on since pre-season began. It's been some rise for Harrogate Town in recent years, promotion from the National League North and promotion from the National League, finishing 17th in their first campaign in the Football League. Notable Skelps beating Bradford City home and away, and of course winning that FA Trophy last season. Here come Town, sporting the traditional white and blue stripes, the new home kit, getting a first appearance today, and we'll talk you through that lineup again. 3 new signings make the 11. Lee Nicholls starts in goal, former Wigan Athletic goalkeeper. You've got at the back Harry Toffolo, Naby Sarr, Matty Pearson, another new signing, arriving from Luton Town, and Ollie Turnton, who arrived from Blackpool. Jonathan Hogg, Lewis O'Brien in the centre of midfield, and a front 4 made up of Josh Koroma, Reece Brown, Dwayne Holmes and Fraser Campbell. There's no doubt Huddersfield Town will be looking to improve on that 20th place finish in the Championship last season. And these players know for Carlos Corberán they've got a lot to prove in this pre-season campaign that's about to get underway. And the pre-match formalities just taking place. Jonathan Hogg and Josh Falkingham. And Town have the kick-off, kicking from left to right. in this first half. Fraser Campbell will get us underway. So we await the referee's whistle. Final check's done. And we're off. Fraser Campbell straight back to Hogg. Harry Toffolo brings it inside to Saar. Over to Toffolo. Nice 1-2. Toffolo's fouled immediately. Free kick given. Just inside the town half. And he pings that ball over to Dwayne Holmes on the right, who takes it down on his chest. But it's cleared away by one of Harrogate's trialists. Throw in here on the near side for Town. Turnton looks to feed Brown, but the ball goes out. We were told there'll be new systems tried. You saw Harry Toffolo with that crossfield ball there. Mark Oxley, one of Town's new signings, will get the game restarted with this goal kick. McArdle wins the ball. A little bit of head tennis going on there. Town are trying to get it back on the ground, which O'Brien does. Hogg now. Ball cut out. And the referee, there was a knock there. The referee's given the free kick Harrogate's way. Hall sprays it across over to the far side. Bring it back to McArdle, who launches that ball all the way through, but Saar is there to clear any danger. And it'll be a Harrogate throw-in. Game's yet to settle, really. Harrogate Town getting the ball up in the air. Huddersfield Town trying to play it more on the ground. And here's O'Brien looking to bring it away, which he does. He plays a good ball. Fraser Campbell now, he'll set Dwayne Holmes on his way. Holmes is in, Hall's with him. Holmes gets a half chance off, but it was always going wide. He was hitting it on the run, and he sliced the shot in the end. First sight of goal, though. And it's showing that Huddersfield are trying to quickly move that ball forward. And we'll restart with another goal kick. Campbell. Over to Holmes again on this near side, but he just can't keep it in. A little bit of frustration there from Dwayne Holmes. And Harrogate have a throw in here on the near side. On their trialist taking the throw in here. Headed away by Matty Pearson for another Harrogate Town throw in. We've got a corner here for Harrogate Town. They're a big side. The two centre halves, Connor Hall and Rory McArdle, going up. McArdle in his career, no stranger to a goal. Scored for Bradford City in their League Two playoff win in 2013. I'm sure he'll be looking to repeat something similar with Harrogate Town now. And this ball will come in to the area. And it's a high ball, but it's straight into Lee Nichols' arms, and he's going to look to reset play at a quick tempo. He throws that out to Lewis O'Brien, who brings it over halfway, but his touch was just a bit too heavy. And Harrogate can get rid of the danger. It's all the way back for a Huddersfield Town throw on the far side. Big throw from Toffolo all the way back to Pearson. First chance to see Pearson and his new colleague Ollie Turnton here. Playing a little 1-2 and all the way back to Lee Nichols, another new signing. Sarr, lovely chip ball to O'Brien. Goes out for a throw-in, and again they're trying to get it forward. Well won. And Koroma just couldn't squeeze that through. Toffolo getting forward as well. And it's the intensity, playing it down each side, Huddersfield Town, that they're trying out today. And they don't look scared to try and get forward this afternoon. There is a Harrogate Town player down. I can't quite see his number. He's just receiving a little bit of treatment, a little knock there. But he's up on his feet, Josh Falkenham there, and that's good to see. The referee will start play with the goal kick here at Harrogate's end. And again, Mark Oxley looks to pump that ball forward for Harrogate Town, and they've got into the area here, but Nichols was quick off his line, and it was an easy take in the end. I think he's just having a little, telling him to watch his man there, keep your head switched on. Jonathan Hogg loses out to a trialist, but Fraser Campbell's there to pick up the ball. Oh, lovely little back heel there from Campbell to Brown, who's cut out by Falkenham, but he does really well to keep hold of the ball. He was looking for the pass there for Josh Koroma. It was the right idea, but he just played it a little bit too early, and it's back with the Harrogate Town goalkeeper again. Good head from Pearson. Keep away the danger. It's one of Harrogate's trialists now. Oh, he's all. And Town can come away with Reece Brown. He feeds in Campbell here. We're into the final third. Can he get his way into the penalty area? He does. Can he pick out a pass? And it was a poor pass in the end. And it's skewed away by the Harrogate Town defender for a throw-in. Ollie Turnton with the throw-in here on the near side. Looking for an option. And he finds one in Dwayne Holmes, who plays it back. Turton now. Pearson. Brown. Back to Pearson, all the way back to Sarr. Naby Sarr. So all the way out to Harry Toffolo on that left-hand side, and Huddersfield Town will look to get going here. And he feeds Koroma on that far side. He's got into the danger area now. He'll look up for a pass. He's trying it, and Koroma goes for it himself, but it's cleared away by Connor Hall. Straight at Hall. He had options, Josh Koroma, but he went for goal. Josh Koroma had an impressive start to last season before that hamstring injury back in December. Certainly be looking to build on that. 8 goals in 30 appearances for Corburn's side as this corner is floated in, but it's headed away. A big head by Harrogate Town. And that's what we've noticed here. They're a big, big physical side, Harrogate Town, and they are really up for this game. Trying to neutralise what Town are doing. But Town are getting into the good positions. They're moving the ball there quickly. They're not looking to keep it round the back. Dwayne Holmes and Josh Koroma running in very quick. And that will be something Carlos Corburn is really hoping to try out and then take into the Sky Bet Championship season once it's underway. As Oxley, becoming accustomed to his long goal kicks, have found their way all the way into the final third. It's out for a Harrogate Town throw-in, which a trialist will run over to take. Here he comes. Plays it short, he gets it back. It's out for a Harrogate Town corner. This is where Huddersfield Town need to switch on, knowing the threat Harrogate will pose from set pieces. McArdle and Hall back up there. I think we'll be seeing a lot of that today. The two big centre halves going up. They'll be looking to claim this. And in comes, it's a high one over to the far side. They get the ball back in. Oh! And that's the first real sight on goal for either side there. Luckily for Huddersfield Town and Lee Nichols, just over the crossbar. Town can breathe a sigh of relief. It was a corner floated in quite deep, headed back across, but the header eventually over the crossbar. And Town will reset now. Nichols is looking for an option. He finds Hogg, who finds O'Brien, who will now drive, looking to get that ball forward, which he does. He finds Turton on this near side. Turton now back to Brown, plays it back to Saar, and Huddersfield are very patient with the build-up. Toffolo will bring it over halfway. Plays it back to Saar, gives it to Pearson. Stretching Harrogate out here as they look for an option. Turton. Back to Pearson. Daniel Horsey there, chasing down Pearson, arrived at Harrogate Town from Maidenhead in the summer. And we have a Town free kick on the far side. It's quickly restarted. Naby Saar to Hogg. A couple of interchanges between Hogg and Saar, but Hogg loses out to Horsey, who his pass can't find anyone in a black shirt, and Saar gratefully passes that back to Nichols. Pearson now. Looking for an option, he finds one with Hogg, who's dropped deep. And they'll just look to restart again. There's a patience about Huddersfield Town today in their build-up. Brown plays it out to Turnton, who manages to recover the ball and gives it back to his teammate Pearson. A high ball from him, which goes out. And the referee is giving a free kick to Huddersfield Town here, which Matty Pearson will take. And we're back to Lee Nichols, and Town will look to build again. Hogg, who we've seen in these opening moments. Hogg likes to drop deep, he has done a lot, and he brings the ball out. We've seen that pass a lot already to Toffolo, who now look to feed in Karoma. Karoma's got the pace to get there, which he does. It's over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net, and Huddersfield Town's first goal of this pre-season campaign comes from Josh Karoma. It was a brilliant ball. He had the turn of pace on the Harrogate Town defender, and he just scooped it over the on-rushing Marks Oxley to give Huddersfield Town the lead. Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0. And that's what appears to be working for Town. They're trying this direct play, using those wings, being quick, patient in the build-up at the back, but then releasing them. We've seen Toffolo and Turnton get forward. And it was a brilliant ball through to Karoma, who had the pace and the confidence to knock it over the goalkeeper. Harrogate Town will restart us then. And Hogg loses out to the trialist, but Dwayne Holmes will chase down Connor Hall. So will Fraser Campbell. Campbell keeps chasing. Good header by Jonathan Hogg. Physical. Here's Reece Brown, who we haven't seen a lot of in a Huddersfield Town shirt. Very good signs for him that he's here on the first day of pre-season schedule. But here come Harrogate Town. Do they have an instant response? And there was a slip there. The referee doesn't seem interested. Mark Oxley, the goalkeeper, screaming for a Harrogate Town corner, but the linesman gives a goal kick. Huddersfield Town certainly won't complain. And Lee Nichols gets play back underway, finds Toffolo on that left-hand side. Toffolo again to clean up. Looks for the ball, but it's intercepted. And Harrogate will just look to enjoy a spell of possession after going behind. Very good ball by Connor Hall, but it's just too far. The bounce takes it out for a Huddersfield Town goal kick. Lee Nichols will get us back underway. Became a free agent in July, joining Huddersfield then. After a lengthy spell at MK Dons, 153 appearances. And Harry Toffolo will start proceedings again with a throw-in. He finds Sarr. Crossfield ball to his centre-half colleague of Matty Pearson. Hogg. O'Brien back to Hogg. And Hogg now again, a little dink ball over to Toffolo on that far side. We've seen that a lot already today. Looking to utilise Toffolo's attacking prowess going forward. Turnton, Campbell under pressure, and he gives that ball away now. Pearson was there to clear up. Falkenham plays it back to McArdle, and the referee has given a free kick Harrogate Town's way. Bit of muscle there from Jonathan Hogg in the back of Josh Falkenham. We'll now get Harrogate Town back underway. Bigger players going forward for Harrogate Town as they would a corner. McArdle, Connor Hall going into the area. Naby Sarr, big presence for Huddersfield Town though, marking Connor Hall. Falkenham floats that ball in. And Toffolo heads that out for a corner. So 1-0 here. Harrogate Town, in fairness, have had their spell of possession. They're looking to get those balls into the box. Big physical side, Harrogate Town. But Huddersfield, in this system they're trying out, been utilising their wings, getting it forward. And a burst of pace and a dink over the goalkeeper from Josh Karoma give Town the lead as the ball comes in. The corner's cleared by the first man, Reece Brown. Gives it back to Turnton. We'll play it all the way back to Nichols. And we'll start again with Naby Sarr. Looks for that ball on our near side. And Turton will look to come into the Harrogate half, which he does. Gives it to Brown in the middle. Pearson. And he looked for it again. Similar ball we've seen him play to both Holmes and Toffolo on the left-hand side to Karoma. But it was just a bit too far this time. It comes all the way back into the Huddersfield Town half for a throw-in. Sarr. Toffolo finds Karoma. Cuts inside. Gives it all the way back to Sarr. Sarr and Jonathan Hogg with a little few 1-2s. We'll give it back to the goalkeeper. Plays it out to Toffolo. Karoma. Little body check there, but play goes on. O'Brien. Loses the ball initially, but it comes for a Huddersfield Town throw-in. Pearson, who's seen a lot of the ball, plays it out to Turnton. He takes it inside this time, looks for an option, finds one in Jonathan Hogg. Turnton, and he'll look to release Fraser Campbell, and Campbell's going to get there, and he gets the better of McArdle. But he just did enough, the Harrogate Town defender, to put Campbell off and see the ball into the goalkeeper's arms. But again, that's what we're seeing a lot, a ball from full back inside for the striker or attacker to run in. And Huddersfield Town certainly are creating chances from that. Turnton will give it all the way back to Lee Nichols. Sarr finds Toffolo. Give it to Karoma, who's dropped deep. Loses out in possession, but Hogg's there to clear up. And he'll feed Lewis O'Brien. It's just gone out for a Harrogate Town throw in there on that far side. The right idea again. The bounce of the ball took it out for a throw in. Brown, Campbell, he just misses out, and Hall will give it back to the goalkeeper now. And will he go long like we've seen? No, he plays it short to McArdle. Will then look to play it long. Lewis O'Brien with a good block. Gets rid of any potential danger there. And it's back to Mark Oxley in the Harrogate goal. And well, this time he looked to play it long. He tried to go short that time. It didn't quite pay off. And he does. Another big, powerful kick from Mark Oxley there, but it's seen away by Naby Sarr. Turnton clears up, keeps it in. The referee's given a free kick. Quick to get us back under play. Plays it into Falkenham in the middle. McArdle now. To Pattinson. Falkenham plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Harrogate certainly enjoying a decent spell of possession. Trying to neutralise what Huddersfield Town are doing. But every big ball that's been played up so far, Naby Sarr's been equal to it. That big, big head of Naby Sarr getting it away. Harrogate Town will come again now. Turnton, Hogg. Gives it to Pearson. Huddersfield Town do seem very relaxed and content to play this patient style of build-up. They haven't been put under too much pressure by their opposition today, but Holmes does lose the ball. McArdle to bring it forward, but it's a poor pass which Reece Brown will capitalise on. And Town now are bursting forward. Harry Toffolo plays it out to Karoma, who bursts into the box. There's a ball across. Connor Hall matches it, puts it out there. The number of bodies there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue and white shirts, very quickly defence into attack. There's a throw in on the far side. He's looking for an option. He's being told, he's being shouted at to stay there. Now Harrogate Town have a chance. It's well seen off by Sarr. Gives it to Hogg. Toffolo brings it back inside to Pearson, and there's all this space on the near side now. Turton looking for an option. Pearson gives it back to Turton, who equally returns that favour. And Pearson to Sarr. Pearson gives out to this near side, and Turnton brings it inside. Dwayne Holmes is there, turns away from his man. And all of a sudden that space opens up. He looks for the ball for Josh Karoma, but it's cut out. A few very mild shouts of handball, but play continues. slipped there as the Harrogate Town defender just as he brings it over halfway. Reminder here, if you just join us, it's Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0, the first half of this pre-season friendly. Turnton brings it inside to Holmes. Back to Hogg. He's looking for an option there. Toffolo. He's inside Harrogate Town's half. Looks for Karoma, who gives it to him. O'Brien looked for the 1-2 there. It's a really good idea. But he's body checked there. Josh Karoma on that far side. And the referee's duly obliged with the free kick for Huddersfield Town. Carlos Corberan there on the far side. As much as we're told these games are for fitness and for bedding in, he certainly will be trying out these new systems, making sure his side are ready for that opening day clash with Derby County at Pride Park. They'll certainly be looking to go better than that 20th place finish in the Championship last season. As we get ready to see this free kick swung in, which it is. Good free kick in, the keeper comes, and it goes all the way out of play. The referee's given a corner. Keeper caught in no man's land there, but there wasn't a blue or white shirt there to win the ball. Dwayne Holmes will go across now to take this corner. Naby Sarr's gone up there. 2 goals in that win over Blackburn on the 29th of December, around New Year's time. 4 in total last season for Sarr. I'm sure he'd love a goal today, get his pre-season account up and running. Big presence in that box. Matched, of course, by Rory McArdle and Connor Hall, who's just receiving a little bit of treatment. Gets to his feet, and he seems okay to carry on. Holmes on the far side. It's a direct ball in. Sarr does get a head onto it. Connor Hall had enough to divert the ball away. And Mark Oxley will get play underway. Trialist here on the near side for Harrogate. Plays it inside to Pattinson. Gives it back to McArdle. Hall. And Harrogate themselves, they are trying to play it on the floor. They are bringing it forward, and then the likes of Connor Hall and McArdle can release balls like that, and it's a tame shot in the end. But that's the point. As well as having those big players who like to look forward, they do get it on the ground, and then they look for that pass. And it was a good pass, tame finish. Saw the ball into Lee Nichols' arms as Brown has the ball here. He finds his captain Hogg in the centre, a little 1-2 there. Also chasing down Pearson. But it comes to nothing because the ball is back to Nichols. Brown. Turns and finds Toffolo on that far side. Karoma. Look to play it back to Toffolo. Toffolo just about makes up for it. Jonathan Hogg turns, he's very good at that, coming deep, receiving the ball, turning, looking for the pass. Brown tried to release Karoma, but the Harrogate defenders were matched to it, but Brown wins it back. Turn will stretch now to keep it in, which he does. Gives it back to Pearson. Who's Pearson going to look for? Sarr now. Toffolo is free on that far side, but he opts for Pearson. Sarr calling for options, and he finds one with Karoma, who turns and he'll get going. He brings it inside, and he finds Brown on that near side. Brown's having to stretch to get there. He does. He's under a little bit of pressure now. He finds his teammate Turton, and the boy inside Huddersfield Town, Jonathan Hogg now. Back to Brown. Holmes, and they're moving the ball very quickly. Turton is cut out there by the Harrogate trialist, and the ball is away to safety. Now Harrogate Town have a run in, but he's not going to get there. And Lee Nichols plays that out, and the ball nearly takes my head off, but we'll restart with the throw-in. Harrogate's trialist here. Get the game back underway. And the resulting Harrogate Town throw-in ends up in a Huddersfield Town throw-in. Right idea there, but deflected out. Ollie Turnton will get the play back underway. Town's fourth summer signing, Turnton. Joined on the 1st of July. I'm sure if you watch the League One playoff final, you'll know all about Ollie Turnton. He sliced that own goal into his own net, didn't he, for Blackpool in the opening 30 seconds. Recovered well, and Blackpool will be playing Huddersfield in the Championship next season. On Boxing Day at the John Smiths. Thrown to Harrogate Town on that far side. Town get the throw-in underway. It's a big head from Hogg. Sees it out for another throw into Harrogate Town. The breeze here at Canalside subsided somewhat. Very cloudy, but it's warmed up. We're expecting rain. A lot of us are wearing raincoats here, but it's held off so far. And a third successive throw-in for Harrogate Town now. Will they look to go long, get this ball into the box? They did, but Jonathan Hogg was equal to it. Clears it away. Hall for Harrogate Town. Looks to put it back into their danger zone. Toffolo clears. Hogg now. And Josh Karoma's being released here, but the trialist there was equal to him. Plays it back to Mark Oxley. Hogg. Toffolo. Gives it back to Pearson, who looks to release Turnton here. On the near side, he'll bring it inside. Finds an option in Hogg, but that's a clumsy challenge from Josh Falkingham, especially given a pre-season game. Jonathan Hogg seems all okay, but the referee was always going to blow for that. Gave Josh Falkingham a little word there. Steady on, it's only a pre-season game. Jonathan Hogg's all okay. He gets play back underway. Saar. Toffolo brings it back inside to Pearson. Brown. Releases, looks to release Turnton. The bounce takes it away, and we'll restart with another Harrogate goal kick. Sure, Jonathan Hogg, going back to that challenge, has a lot of respect for Josh Falkingham. Similar positions, both captains, desire to win. Pearson heads it out for a Harrogate throw-in. Around 33 minutes played here. 1-0 to Huddersfield Town if you've just joined us. Josh Karoma opening the goal scoring. I'll give them a lot of confidence going into the new season after spending so much of last term out injured, which was a big, big blow to both him, Huddersfield Town, and Carlis Corborn. Jonathan Hogg there looking to release Town on this near side, but it goes out for a throw-in, which Harrogate's trialists will take. Turnton. Bit of head tennis there between Turnton and one of the Harrogate trialists, and Reece Brown's lost his boot here. Pearson gets away. Reece Brown's got his boot back on. And there's a Harrogate Town throw-in. Down in the final third on this near side. It's the trialist to take it. Pearson there, strong tackle, sees the ball away. Another throw-in, third successive throw-in for the trialist to take here. Finds a black shirt. The trialist will look to dink it in there. O'Brien gets a touch on it. Enough to get it away. Falkingham, though, into the box. Over to the trialist, who shoots, and it's past the goalkeeper. It beat the goalkeeper, but the angle's too wide. Goes out for a goal kick. It actually looks like the goalkeeper got a touch there, and it's gone out for a corner. Huddersfield Town, for the first time probably this afternoon, were opened up there by Harrogate. And the trialist will go over to take this corner. As much as it's a friendly, and as we've said, trying out new systems and fitness, those players will want to win this match. Carlos will want to win this match. And Town currently have the lead, but they've got a corner to defend. It's a high ball that's swung in. There is a head on it, but it's straight into the arms of Lee Nichols. Didn't really trouble the goalkeeper there. We've seen that a couple of times from Harrogate Town. Deep, deep corners, headed back across, looking for another option. They've both been dealt with very well by Lee Nichols. Brown, who we haven't seen a lot of in a Huddersfield Town shirt, gives it to Turnton. Jonathan Hogg plays it all the way to that far side where Harry Toffolo gratefully receives the ball. O'Brien. Hogg. Loses out there, does Jonathan Hogg. But Town win the ball back with Karoma, who comes forward, looks for an option. Finds one in Dwayne Holmes, who plays it out to Ollie Turnton, who gets the ball across. It's just cleared away by Harrogate Town. And it's those fullbacks, Harry Toffolo and Ollie Turnton, really playing high up the park. Getting those balls in, running inside. Hogg. Toffolo. Karoma, back to Toffolo. Sarr finds Karoma under a little bit of pressure there, but he manages to find his way out. Sends the ball to Pearson, who has Turnton again on this near side. Him and Holmes combining once again. Holmes plays it back, and we're seeing again Town happy to be patient with their build-up. It's a big, big ball from Matty Pearson. He's looking for Toffolo. And again, the right idea. Toffolo putting the burners on there, but it just eludes him. And Mark Oxley will get us underway again. Oxley, big powerful kick, finds it into Town's half. Hogg there with a big head on it. Lewis O'Brien challenging Falkingham. Town seem to get it away. Toffolo running over there to take Huddersfield Town's throw-in on the far side. Hogg. His touch finds Toffolo. We'll give it to Hogg, he'll bring it inside. Reece Brown now sets Ollie Turnton underway, and the ball bounces and the touch there just eluded him. Been very quick at switching sides today, Huddersfield Town. They're happy to be on the left, bring it inside and get things going down the right. Stretching the opposition, creating space for themselves. Pearson. Brown. Brown's touch sees the ball go out for a Harrogate Town throw. Holmes just couldn't quite get to that. It's one of Harrogate's trialists. Pattinson. Right from Norwich City. To Harrogate Town, Pattinson. He's there again. Bit of a duel with Reece Brown. McCardle clears up. And Jonathan Hogg. Been pivotal today, Jonathan Hogg in the centre of midfield. A lot of cleaning up, a lot of getting balls forward. Fraser Campbell there, in with a sniff of the ball, but Connor Hall got the better of him. And we're back again with Naby Sarr. 1-2s with Hogg and Saar. Nearly loses the ball out there. Also does well to get his body in the way. Comes to nothing for Harrogate Town. Pearson. Hogg. Brown. Back with Nichols. Toffolo receives that. Naby Saar back to Lee Nichols. O'Brien. Quick ball to Campbell, who looks to release it. Taken out there by McArdle. The referee gives a free kick Huddersfield Town's way. Around 5 minutes of the first half left. If you're just tuning in here on HGTV, it's Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0. Josh Karoma opening the scoring. Lovely little chip over the goalkeeper when he was set away. And here he is again, Josh Karoma. Can he get the pace on McArdle? He can't this time, who sees it out sees out the danger. Harrogate Town look to get it forward, but again, Saar. He's been there, he's matched every ball Harrogate Town have thrown at him in this first half, Naby Saar. As is Matty Pearson, who's on the ball now. Hogg. O'Brien. Back to Saar. Floats that ball over to the far side to Toffolo. Brown. Matty Pearson finds Turton on this near side, who brings it inside to Holmes. Holmes quickly wanted to get it away there to Fraser Campbell, but Connor Hall was equal to it. Gets rid of the danger, but only as far as Huddersfield Town goalkeeper. Nichols. Pearson. Turnton. Hogg. To Holmes. O'Brien. Holmes now. Good ball from O'Brien, and Holmes springs that offside trap, and Campbell now will run into the box here. He gets the ball across. And it's just tipped away by the Harrogate Town defender. Again, the right idea, getting into that box. A quick ball across. But Harrogate's Town defence was equal to it. There was just a touch that took it away from a blue and white shirt. But again, they're getting into the right areas, Huddersfield Town. And Harrogate Town, with all credit to them, in a lot of these situations, have been wise to it. But they'll keep going, Huddersfield Town, with this system. Hogg looks to release the ball, but that'll go all the way out for a goal kick. It's that quick turn of pace we've seen in the first 45 minutes by Huddersfield Town. Carlos Corberan trying out new systems, getting those wingers and his full-backs running up that pitch, getting into the danger area. But there's danger here themselves now, but Saar's equal to it. Karoma drops deep, gives it all the way back to Hogg. Quick check over his shoulder. Turnton. Holmes. Looks for the pass. Harrogate's trialist clears it away. Pattinson now. Harrogate will be looking for an equaliser before half-time. Pattinson. Reece Brown equal to that. We've got a throw in here on the near side. They'll be wanting to be switched on, Huddersfield Town, for the remaining minutes of this half. Take that lead into the break. It's Falkenham. Back to Hall, gives it to McArdle. Finds Falkenham again. A few nice passes from Harrogate Town now. Keeping the ball on the floor. Pattinson now. He releases that trialist down the far side. But the ball eludes him and it goes out for a Huddersfield Town throw-in. played the 45 minutes here at Canalside. Another Huddersfield Town throw-in. And it'll be Turnton. Finds Brown with the throw-in. Plays it back to Pearson. Sprays that ball over to Toffolo. Is there one more chance for Huddersfield this half? No, there isn't. The referee brings the first half to a close. Carlos Corberán, Huddersfield Town, they will be satisfied with that. Trying those systems. They've got in behind Harrogate Town a few times. Josh Karoma's goal. Nice ball forward. Beat the offside trap. And he dinked his effort over Mark Oxley in the Harrogate Town goal. So at the break, as the players come off here at Canalside, it is Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0. So welcome back to Canalside here in Huddersfield on HGTV. Second half of this pre-season friendly with Harrogate Town about to get underway. Both sides are back out on the pitch. We'll run you through the second half teams very shortly. Carlos Corberan and his staff making their way over the pitch to the dugout. Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0. As it stands, Josh Karoma with the opening goal. Opening goal 13 minutes on, latching onto a ball, dinking it over the on-rushing Mark Oxley in the first half. Town fans, this is your chance for a first glimpse of the returning Jordan Rhodes. It's there in the centre circle. Nine years since Jordan Rhodes pulled on the white and blue of Huddersfield Town. 87 goals in 148 games for the club between that spell from 2009 to 2012. Match officials are back out now. The referee making his way over to the centre circle, and a ball right on cue is being played over for us. And we are underway. Harrogate Town get the ball forward straight away. Huddersfield respond. And your team for the second half in full. Lee Nichols in goal. You've got a back three of Romani Edmonds-Green. Levi Colwill, signed on loan from Chelsea. And Josh Ruffles, new signing. Gets the ball forward now. The rest of the side, you've got Alex Vallejo. In the centre. Scott High. Sorba Thomas, who joined last season. Matty Daly and Romani Edmonds-Green. And a slight change to what we expected. We've got Romani Critchlow on the field instead of Aaron Rowe today. And Thomas brings the ball back. Back to the goalkeeper, Lee Nichols, the only player to continue in this game. Played the first half and will continue in goal. Other than that, the 10 changes. Vallejo now. Calls for a foul there. Play goes on. Nichols. Critchlow. Here is Matty Daly. And the ball has gone out there. Ruffles tried to keep that in, but it had gone out. Nice little play from Harrogate Town. Will get us back underway with a throw in here on the near side. Aussie. Critchlow launches that ball forward. Trialist here for Harrogate, did well to turn away there from Scott High. Vallejo. Aussie for Harrogate Town. Plays it out to that far side. The Sulphites looking to get back into this game early on. On that far side. Brings it inside. Harrogate Town will have a chance here, and he's got the better of him, but Critchlow was equal to him there for the Terriers, and the ball goes out of play. Harrogate Town side for the second half. Cracknell in goal. Fallowfield, Smith, Burrell, Thompson and Beck have all come on for the second half. And there is Beck. The ball out for another Harrogate throw-in. Orsey plays it back to the trialist. Harrogate Town making all the early run-ins. A big cross in there, and Beck, the big forward, he can't get there before Lee Nichols can. Lee Nichols will get Town back underway now. His long kick there will find Sorba Thomas, who touches it down very well. But the trialist there for Harrogate Town just knocks it back to the goalkeeper. Sorba Thomas. Here's Alex Vallejo for the Terriers. Looking for Josh Ruffles, but the ball was cut out there. Pattinson. Finds Orsey. Harrogate are looking to get forward already. They've made all the early run-ins so far. Critchlow. Back to Nichols. Nichols, big ball forward. He was looking for Jordan Rhodes. But Harrogate Town, the Sulphites, they get it away. Pattinson now for the visitors. He looks for Orsey. Come to anything, but they're enjoying a spell of possession here, Harrogate Town. Thomas, he looks for Rhodes. Oh, Rhodes with his first chance on goal, but it's smothered by the goalkeeper. Town almost doubling their lead. Good play from Sorba Thomas to get that ball across. Harrogate Town goalkeeper, fair play to him, was equal to it, had it covered. And he'll get play back underway for the North Yorkshire side. Critchlow, though, heads away. Fallowfield plays it inside to Pattinson. Only goes as far as Colwell. Looks for the cross, and it's deflected out for a Huddersfield Town corner. Hot prospect Levi Colwell, still only 18 years old. Season-long loan from Chelsea, the European champions. Straight into a bit of first-team action here. And he'll stay up for this corner. Hotly rated is Levi. Town, Huddersfield Town, very pleased with the signing as Thomas looks to take this corner, which he swings in. Rhodes was up there. But the goalkeeper manages to claw away any danger. Vallejo now. Back to Scott High. Vallejo. Here is Colwell. Over to Sorba Thomas on this near side, who will run at Harrogate Town now. Thomas plays it into Vallejo. Critchlow. Over to that far side. Comes back in now. And here's Ruffles on this near side. Takes down that pass very well. Looks for Daly, who takes on his man. Gets a shot away, but he drags it wide. It was a good move from the Terriers there. Again, from right to left. Switching the flanks. They cut Harrogate open. But unfortunately, Matty Daly can only drag his effort wide. Promising stuff, though, from the Terriers. The visitors probably had the better of the first few minutes of this opening 45. But the game's settling now. Huddersfield are getting back into a rhythm. And we'll restart with a goal kick. Big header. Corwell sees that. Away from the danger and manages to play it all the way back to Lee Nichols. And Huddersfield Town will restart. Critchlow back to Nichols. Ward. Ward's still going on that far side. Burst of pace from Ward. It's only cleared out for a Terriers throw-in over on that far side. Sorba Thomas looking to take. The option of Scott High there, but he chooses to play it back all the way to Critchlow. Gives it to Levi Corwell. And back over to Thomas on that far side. Great takedown and first touch. Scott High now will float that ball in. Oh, and he was there with the header. Header on target as well there. From Josh Ruffles. The keeper down quickly to make a save. Here is Colwell. Likes to get forward, what we've seen of him so far. Vallejo. High. Out to Thomas. Thomas coming inside. Back to High to Vallejo. Scott High now. Plays it back out to that right hand side and Sorba Thomas. Colwell. Ruffles. Back to Colwell. Huddersfield Town working out how to break down the sulfites here. And they've changed direction. Vallejo looking for a long ball out to Thomas. It's cleared away, but only as far as Alex Vallejo again. In the centre of the park. Gives it out to Scott High. Thomas on this right-hand side. Signed for the Terriers from Boreham Wood last January, Thomas. Town debut in that 3-2 defeat to Wickham last season. He'll be hoping to get a lot more minutes under his belt for Carlos Corbin's side this coming term. Fallowfield there for the visitors. Couldn't quite keep the ball in. And Colwell, he's a big presence. A lot bigger in real life than some may have thought. High. Sprays that ball out to Thomas. Colwell again. Looks to take on his man. Looking for an option. Just brings it over halfway. Matty Daly now turns. And he's got space, Matty Daly, and he feeds the ball through. But Fallowfield was equal to it and heads it away. And it's Fallowfield who will now come for Town. Plays it back. The ball's all the way back to the goalkeeper, Critchlow. Pattinson clears it away. He's looking for Beck, the big striker for the visitors, but Critchlow's there. He heads it all the way back to Nichols. And we'll start again. Nichols gives it over to Critchlow. Edmonds Green to Vallejo. Scott High. Terriers 10 changes, working out what system's going to fit them best in this second half to break down the visitors. Colwell, he's got all over the place so far in the opening minutes of this second half. Vallejo. Fallowfield throw in on this near side for the visitors. The North Yorkshire club certainly enjoying a upward trajectory. A great few years for them. Promotion from the National League North and then promotion from the National League in 2020. First season in the EFL, 17th in League Two. Certainly not to be sniffed at for Simon Weaver's men. They'll certainly be looking to build on that, cementing a place in the Football League. Simon Weaver, the manager, been there since 2009, the longest serving manager in the EFL. And he was relishing this opportunity, trying his players out against championship opposition. And in fairness to the visitors, they've certainly given a good account of themselves. They're a physical team. They're trying to play some stuff on the floor. As we restart with the goalkeeper, Beck now. Edmonds Green, Colwell, sorry, manages to get it away. Ruffles. Ruffles. Ward. Back to Colwell. Colwell looking for his teammate there, but it's cleared out by Beck. Harrogate Town now look to get into the danger zone. Thomas here on this near side. Fallowfield plays it back to Kerry. Spell of possession for the visitors at the back, which sees the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Critchlow's equal to that ball. He was looking for Beck in the centre there. Ruffles now for the Terriers. Finds Ward, little flick through to Jordan Rhodes, who brings it down. He can't quite get it under control. And the Sulphites clear it away. And their trialists now will come over halfway in the ascendancy. Plenty of Huddersfield Town shirts back there, and the cross, it was a weak one, and Nichols gathers that. Ward loses the ball. Harrogate Town will look to build on this. Fallowfield looks for the ball to Muldoon, who wins it. Kerry. Fallowfield screaming for the ball here on this near side. Plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Apologies if you picked up any coarse language there. Harrogate Town seemingly very comfortable just playing this ball around the back, being patient themselves. Here is Beck, the big centre forward, the number 9 for Harrogate Town. He was looking there to release his teammate, but Ruffles got there ahead of him, calmly played it back to the goalkeeper. And the Terriers will start again here. Ball's gone out of play. It was Romani Critchlow who was down. He's back on his feet. He seems all okay. Trudging back to his position there. And Thompson for the visitors. Oh, was going to say he'll get play back underway with a throw-in, but no, it's gone all the way back to Lee Nichols. And that's how we'll get play underway here at Canalside. Edmonds Green. Nichols. Plays that ball forward through the middle. Rhodes gets a head on it. Only as far as Kerry. But Ward wins the ball for Town. And he'll try and get it forward. Fallowfield equal to it. Averts any danger by playing it back to his goalkeeper. And again, we'll see Harrogate Town quite confident, quite happy just to patiently pass it around their final third. And they will look to bring the ball forward here. Trialist for Harrogate over on the far side. Brings it back inside. We've got the ball forward. Beck takes it down. It's a crossfield ball over to Fallowfield, who looks to receive it on this near side, but the bounce eluded him. It bounces over his head, and the Terriers have a throw-in on this near side. Colwill coming over to take it here. So far what we've seen of him, he's got all over the back here. He likes to go forward. He's not shy to put himself on throw-ins. Plays it back to Critchlow. Nichols over to Thomas on that far side. Thomas with that quick turn of pace there. A few step overs. Critchlow. Colwill. Back to Critchlow. Edmonds Green. Thomas. Looks to play it through to Daly this time, instead of getting the burners on himself. Scott High, I should say. Thomas on the far side with the throw-in in Harrogate Town's final third. We'll restart with a Harrogate Town free kick here. No side's really taking a hold on this second half so far. It's a younger Huddersfield Town side out in this half. The likes of Sorba Thomas, Romani Critchlow, Scott High, Matty Daly, all featuring. Alongside some of the more experienced heads in Jordan Rhodes, Danny Ward, Alex Vallejo. Ward here. Daly to High. Plays it out to Thomas. What's Thomas going to do with it? You always feel he's got something up his sleeve, Sorba Thomas. Vallejo. He's looking to cut Harrogate Town open there, but no one was alive to it. Good defending from Colwill. Putting his body in there. For his age, doesn't seem scared to put himself about. No wonder he's so hotly rated as we have a ball closing in on the box. There wasn't enough on it for Danny Ward to get on the end of it. Critchlow heads away. Thomas. Harrogate Town protest. But it's the Terriers who get us back underway here. Edmonds Green. Thomas. Thomas on this far side now. As he got the pace, he puts the ball across. It's a whipped ball. A lot of pace on that ball. Goes out for a goal kick. See what he was trying to do. Here we are with another Sulphites goal kick, which is up high. Beck gets a flick on. It's brought down. One of the trialists for Harrogate Town. He turns away from Critchlow, finds his teammate over on that far side. He will look to cross the ball in there. Beck's there. Have another bite of the cherry there, but Critchlow's up again. And a big, big shout from Lee Nichols. Takes the ball under his control. That's where the danger's coming on from Harrogate Town there. Beck flicking them on. The pace of Thompson on this near side. Romany Critch-Solo equal to both half chances there. Vallejo. Sorba Thomas. High. Edmonds Green. Looking for an option. Bringing it slowly inside. Opts to bring it back to Nichols. Nichols, a very direct long ball over to Ruffles. Rhodes. Daly finds Ward. Does well to turn away there, Ward as well. And he finds Ruffles on this near side. Ruffles will look to cross, which he does. Takes a slight deflection. Harrogate clear the immediate danger. But it's still alive here now. Ward. Back out to Ruffles. High cross in there. Sorba Thomas arriving. And he gets a touch on that. But it's only enough to bounce into the goalkeeper's arms. Very good recovery from Danny Ward to keep that move aligned after the immediate danger had gone. Beck, brilliant touch from Beck to bring it away. But he goes down, referee says no foul. And the Terriers will play on. Colwell. Back to Nichols. Oh, Rhodes there going for the ball, and the referee in the centre circle says that is a foul. And he's indicating there to Thompson on this near side. It was a push in the back. Just waiting for the ball to be given back here to Alex Vallejo. Just inside the centre circle. Gives it to Critchlow, who immediately plays it back to the Spaniard. Nichols. Well intercepted by Harrogate Town there. They'll have a chance. He tried to dink it. Didn't get the height on it, and it was easy for Nichols in the end just to put an arm up, stop the ball. Thomas. Matty Daly now. Rhodes knocks it onto High, who will put the ball across. Harrogate Town defender there. It was a good looking ball. There wasn't quite enough on it to elude the Sulphites defender. Rhodes wins the ball back though. Plays a nice little pass out to Thomas. High, back to Thomas. Edmonds Green. Brings it inside. Colwell. Now what's he going to go for? He's got Ruffles on the near side, which he looks for. Ball's a little bit too heavy and it goes out for a goal kick. They're not scared of switching sides, Huddersfield Town. Stretching the visitors. It's the right idea by Colwell, but too much on his ball this time. Here comes the goal kick. Critchlow again with a big foot in there. Rhodes turns, gets the head down to Thomas. Edmonds Green. Back to Nichols, the only player still on the pitch from the first half. Vallejo. His pass eluded High, but Sorba Thomas was there to clear it up and give it back to him. Edmonds Green. Thomas, here's the 22-year-old now. Plays the ball forward. It's cleared out for a Harrogate Town throw-in. You just get that inclination, don't you, on the far side that Sorba Thomas has got something up his sleeve. He's got that pace on him. Ward turns his man and he plays it in through now. Pass a little bit too heavy. And there was a black shirt there to clear it out for another Terriers throw in on that far side. Ward. Edmonds Green. Out to Ruffles. Ruffles is in the area here. He looks to slide the ball across. He loses it for a second, but he wins it back. But Harrogate get there first. Muldoon over on this near side. A 1-2 with Fallowfield. Thompson plays it all the way back, and we're back at the visitors' goalkeeper. Cut a ball through the centre. Critchlow's equal to Beck there. Well done, Romany Critchlow. He's a presence, is Beck, the Harrogate number 9. Fallowfield. Thompson. Ball forward through Fallowfield. Similar to what we saw in the first half from the Terriers, the Harrogate Town fullback was getting forward into that final third, but Lee Nichols had it covered as Alex Vallejo spreads the ball out to Sorba Thomas on that right-hand side. Edmonds Green. High. Thomas plays it back to Edmonds Green. Finds Colwell. Plays it out to Ruffles on this near side now. What's Ruffles going to do with it? He gives it back to Colwell, who in turn plays a longer ball over to Danny Ward. Ward now working his way from that black shirt. Sends it back to Critchlow. High. Looked for a pass there, but it's intercepted. And the Sulphites now will look to utilise this possession. Went for the long ball and they've won a throw-in. Ruffles there. Fallowfield went to get that ball away. Ruffles got his body in the way. It's deemed a little bit dangerous from the visitors player there, and the referee's giving a Terriers free kick. Just waiting for the retrieval of the ball, which Alex Vallejo does. And it looks like Sorba Thomas will take the free kick. We're around 35 yards from goal. Looks like he's going to float this one in, the number 16 for the Terriers. Romany Critchlow with his hands held high. The ball's floated in. Oh, and it's just off the bar. There was a touch there, I think, from Jordan Rhodes. Just the corner side of the crossbar. Between what we have now and Huddersfield Town extending their lead. Good movement now. Rhodes and Ward offering big presences at corners, at set pieces. And it was a nice ball floated in by Thomas. But the woodwork comes to Harrogate Town's rescue. Critchlow. Vallejo chasing his man down and he wins the ball. Brilliant play from Vallejo. Scott High now looking for an option. Plays it back to Edmonds Green. Gives it to Nichols, who chooses to play it long. And here's Matty Daly now. Ruffles out on this near side, running at Fallowfield. He whips the ball in. Ward's there. He tries to get a shot away, but there was a black shirt in the way. Matty Daly now Terriers will want to make the most of this possession. Sorba Thomas works the ball in, but that's also cleared away. Few little step overs there from Sorba Thomas. Edmonds Green. Thomas. Vallejo. Colwell. Dinks the ball over to Daly. Daly first time crossing. Jordan Rhodes was hovering, but the visitors were equal to it. They get it out. Critchlow and Beck challenge for the ball, and the referee deems that a foul for the visitors. Harrogate Town will get us back underway. Lee Nichols shouting at his defence to keep that line high. 28 years old, Lee Nichols. It's a fairly youthful defence in front of him. He's taking leadership there, helping them out. As Beck moves that out to the far side. We've got Harrogate Town trialists now on the ball. Terriers are cleaning it up here. And Edmonds Green gets it away. Critchlow. The danger was there. Again, calm heads for the Terriers. Daly there trying to win the ball and release someone. Did well to get it away from the Harrogate player, but it's the Sulphites who will resume possession. High. Back to Thomas, who will play it all the way back to Lee Nichols. Ward brings it down, and Matty Daly's there to carry this on for the Terriers. Ruffles now. He'll run at the Harrogate Town defence. Can he get into the box? He stops, he turns, finds Colwell, who gives him an option. Town will take a moment to reset. Colwell looks for a long ball. He was looking for Thomas. And all the Harrogate Town trialist could do there was get his head to it. And it's gone out for a Terriers corner. Seeming reluctant to give the ball to Sorba Thomas there. Now he does. Thomas, who put a inviting ball in for that free kick moments ago. Will now offer a cross from a corner. Big presence is up there for Harrogate Town. You've got Colwell, Rhodes and Ward, of course. Thomas, hand in the air. Big cross in, high. The keeper gets to it, he fumbles it. He's got his defence to thank to scramble it away. Scott High now. Alex Vallejo plays it all the way back to Nichols. Vallejo. Edmonds Green. Nichols. Looking for an option, Lee Nichols. He goes long, looking for Danny Ward there. Jordan Rhodes gathers it up, plays it out to Ruffles. Ruffles will look for a cross in, which he does. Ward is there. And the Harrogate Town defender got there just, oh! Town defender in the nick of time. The ball came back out to the Terriers. The shot fizzed wide. Good chance to double their lead. One of the rare times in this game the visitors have looked like they're at 6s and 7s there. Scott High with the chance. Heads it on, only as far as Critchlow, who launches the ball forward. Ward tries to win it. High. Thomas turns away. Edmonds Green. Thomas. Ball across, good ball across. But it eludes everyone in the box. Huddersfield Town are asking for a throw-in and it's given their way. Took a little deflection off the visitors' defender. Colwell. Vallejo. Critchlow. Ruffles. Running at the defence like he has done from that angle, and Colwell. Daly. There's a shot there. And the goalkeeper is equal to it again. A fierce shot there from Danny Ward. They're getting closer, Huddersfield Town. They've had a few sniffs at goal. Danny Ward now testing the goalkeeper a couple of times in this half. But they are working the ball well, the Terriers. They're getting into those positions where they can open up the bodies and have shots. Danny Ward, of course, rejoining last summer. Missed a lot of the campaign due to injury. First Town goal in that final home game at the John Smiths, the 1-1 draw against Coventry. He'll be hoping to play a much bigger part this season, and I'm sure you at home or wherever you're watching, and Carlos Corberan will be hoping the same too, as Harrogate Town have a throw-in on this near side. Muldoon looking to take it. A lot of blue and white shirts back for the Terriers. Muldoon opts to give the ball to Fallowfield, who will get proceedings back underway. He opts to play it back. Kerry. Kerry there. Just hoping Beck or Thompson could run onto that. Edmonds Green. Thomas. High. Ward. Thomas, he was being pulled over there, but play continues. That's the Harrogate Town goalkeeper. Danny Ward battling away to try and win this ball back. Getting tight and forcing Harrogate Town back. Jordan Rhodes going to apply a little bit of pressure here. Edmund Green goes up for a header. And it goes all the way out for a Harrogate Town throw-in. Thompson, Beck now for Harrogate. Trialist over on the far side, gives it to a fellow trialist who brings it inside to Thompson. And Thompson there, he's released another trialist who'll look to get the ball across. But Colwell was equal to it. And Harrogate Town have a corner, which Thompson will go over to that far side to take. No McArdle or Hall in this second half to add that presence up there, but the number 9 Beck will have to be watched. And now in comes the ball. They get up there, but it goes wide of the target. Free header there for Harrogate Town, but the Terriers survive. Nichols, Edmonds Green. Vallejo in a little battle with Muldoon. The Terriers have come off better. Ward will look to release. Matty Daly here. Doesn't quite get to the ball before the visitors' defender. But Critchlow beats Beck to that. He's done so well in this second half, Romany Critchlow. He's been brave, he's put his head on a lot of things, not shied away from trying to win the ball. In the melee there, though, the referee gives Harrogate Town a free kick. Thompson will take this for the visitors. Lee Nichols screaming at his defence, barking instructions. Conceded a goal against Thorgan Hazard in the Europa League, Lee Nichols. As he's watching this come in. Ward up there with a good defensive header. Thomas brings it down, he'll look to come away. But he opts to play it back to Edmonds Green. Gives it straight back to Thomas. Just out on the far side. I was thinking there for a moment Thomas will be away there. But it's a Sulfites throw-in that gets us back underway. Beck finds the trialist there, who puts the ball across. Kerry was jumping for it. It'll come out to Thompson. It takes a deflection. Thankfully, deflected into Lee Nichols' arms. Decent strike from Thompson. Was going on target. Ruffles now on this near side, taking on Fallowfield, who gets the better of him that time. But it's only as far as a Terrier's throw. That'll be Ruffles to take, gives it to Colwell. Edmonds Green. Back with Edmonds Green here. Scott High. And there we are. Bobby Madley brings that to a close. It stayed Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0. Carlos Corberan will be pleased with the win. I don't think either manager will be too disappointed with the performances. It's all about trying out new systems, having a look at some of those fresh faces, and of course fitness. Josh Karoma's strike 12 minutes into the first half is the difference. A lovely ball that we try to see so often today. Down the wing, running inside and getting the better of the defence to chip it over the goalkeeper. That second half has flown. We had glimpses of Josh Ruffles and Jordan Rhodes in that second half. Certainly got a good run out there for a side that will carry on their pre-season next Saturday in preparation for the Championship curtain raiser against Derby County on August the 7th. Seen a lot of different players, a few varied systems here at Canalside this afternoon. But they've got their pre-season off to a start here. It's finished Huddersfield Town 1, Harrogate Town 0.